Hi everyone, it's Christina. Tag 44, is it? It's tag 44 and it's crosses. I've got a little bit of that beautiful silk. It's very fine, I just wanted a bit poking out. I've got a little bit of a flat that's just a cotton. I've got a bit of this blue that's there's another sort of a cotton, a little bit of ribbon and another bit of a very fine muslin with lots of ratty edges. This is a bit of the silk is poking out down the bottom here too. It might end up fraying a lot, doesn't matter. It's good. Now I've got a bit of thread that matches the background of the tag, and I know Anne said crosses, but yes, we have done ones with kisses before, and I don't know, it's my favourite tag. Don't we all love kisses? I've had plenty. This year was good. Remember the start of the year, my tag, I said hugs, cuddles and kisses. We had a false start. And now I've had plenty, which is good. So I'm matching the background with its little daisies and thistles and stuff with this sort of like a bony pink, isn't it? I don't know what the colour of it is, but I love doing crosses. It's kind of one of my favourite little fall back on stitch to do. We have got a couple of absolutely beautiful days here in Melbourne for the next couple of days. Flatmate has gone camping for 4 days. That was a drama in itself. Just as she was taking her stuff out to her car, and she parks out on the street, she got out there and someone had sideswiped her car. So that was at 7 a.m. She came in calling out to me because she didn't know what to do, because it's a long weekend here this weekend. It's I don't know what the weekend is. Who knows? Melbourne Cup weekend, is it? I don't know. We've been in lockdown. I've lost the plot. Anyway, Melbourne Cup weekend. I think. Yes, must be. Because Tuesday's a public holiday. So in the end, I thought I knew she would be so upset if she couldn't go, and so she raced off to take the car to a local, not a wrecker, what do you call them? Panel beater. And lo and behold, because it's a long weekend, they weren't open. They might be open tomorrow on the Monday, but generally they weren't open. So I ended up saying, take my car, just take my car, because I thought not only will she be feeling awful, but I had a bit of a weekend of enjoying my house to myself planned, and I would have got incredibly depressed about it. Well, you know, I think I'm better off. I think I need to live on my own, to be honest. But that's all right. She's been here for quite a while, and that's a good innings for someone who's not a family member. Anyway, we got her off in my car. So then I had all these things to do. You know, if you know, you've probably already heard me say, if you've been a long time follower, although I have to say I haven't done a lot of it because no one's gone on holidays, but a little job I do, which is very easy for me to do because I just go to someone's house and I get paid to feed their cats while they're away. And my biggest time of year is at Christmas time when people go away. So, of course, last year, with Melbourne being the lockdown city of the world, longest, no one went away at Christmas. So I didn't have one single job at all over Christmas. And this year, all right, so usually the jobs roll in about, last week of November, early December. And I think I might have already said this story, but anyway, I already now I have a whole heap of new people that have never booked me before. And it's good when someone books you if you do a good job, because they call you back when they go on their next holidays. So I've got about, I think I've got 7 bookings so far, 7 or 8. And it's not even November. It's great. So that's what I thought. I'm supposed to visit all these people, and I don't have a car now, and I didn't really want to look irresponsible. So Lily, who works, is now back at full-time work because we're all open again. No more lockdowns in Melbourne, I hope. She's lent me her car, and she just catches the train into work, so that's fine. So I at least did have a car to go and get some of those done, which is good. I think this is running out a little bit. So yes, a bit of a drama that was yesterday morning. Okay, now. I think for starters, I don't know where the rest of that one is. Let me have a look. No. Oh. No. Close. What about this colour? I've got something close to that. That's what I was thinking. Maybe this one. That's not that close. Yeah, hello Amelia. That's not close. Right. Goodness. That's the closest. Oh, other tubs. They're on the other side of the room, so I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to use this one. Rightio. Got a bit of purple. It's a pinky purple, but let's do some really big ones. Super big. Right, had to sort the cat out. She has not done a thing all day, and then she just went totally ballistic. So, I don't know about anyone else, but that's a bit predictable, isn't it? It's like having a baby. Just when you think you have a bit of time to do something, baby wakes up. All right. One more big one here. Now what else? Maybe one more big one right down here. Maybe one even over here. And I don't want to overdo these really big ones, or overdo this colour either. I like this little subtle background colour of that one. Oh, I love stitching crosses. It's so much fun. Right, let's cast this off. So it's very nice at the moment to be able to just pop into a shop and get what you need. What am I doing? Can't tell you, it feels so nice to be able to lock down. You start to feel back to being normal again. Another neutral, sort of pale colour, I think. Oh, I don't know. I don't like these little... Oh, that's not going to match. That's really... Let's just do one. This one really could be totally quick and easy, or I could make it really complicated, really fill it up. I think now I have to do some little, lots of little thin ones. A little tiny one here, just that felt a bit awkward, just that big one on its own there without anything to blend it in. Like that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing any more of that. Just get a couple of little 2 strands, or yeah, let's make it 2. Some tiny ones. Anyway, what I was saying about the shop, going to the shop, was I went to Spotlight, our little fabric shop, and walked in and found a really nice bit of material reduced down to $5 a metre, and it's like a bit of upholstery material, so I was a bit happy about that. Maybe a little conglomeration in one area of the pink. Just went over the top of another one. Oh, after all that, the cat is now just sitting next to me quietly on the mat. I don't understand them. I don't even know why I do it as a job to feed them, really. No, I do. Because I walk into people's houses, and even a cat, they'll say, "Don't worry, he won't talk to you. He doesn't like people." And I'll walk in and he'll come up and get a pat, and they'll say, "Are you serious?" Happened today. I went to visit a cat with 2. Does anyone know what a Devon Rex is? You know those ones? She had 2 Devon Rexes. We couldn't find one. And guess what is... You know what? Half of the fun of feeding people's cats, especially when you're first meeting them, is how funny some of the names people call their pets are. Anyway, Mr. Bates was not happy. He didn't want to know me. He was hiding under the blanket. I went and sat next to him. He came out and I patted him, and then he wandered off and she just went, "Are you serious?" Mr. Bates. Well, Mr. Bates didn't mind me. But yeah, that's what happens. They call me the cat whisperer. I don't even know. How did that even happen? Anyway, will be feeding Mr. Bates at Christmas time. Right, I sort of like the sparseness. Now I've got a bit messy. I'm feeling like I haven't ruined it. I just feel like I've cluttered it a bit when I maybe didn't need to. So they are kisses. So the kiss principle, keep it simple, stupid. Perhaps I wasn't listening. So yesterday I went to have a lovely day at my sister's house for my niece's birthday. And I don't know about anyone else, but I can never keep up how old she is. She was 15, and I was thinking, but I thought she was only 13 or 14. But I guess last year, because of lockdown, we missed her birthday, so that makes sense. Anyway, she's 15. Quite the grown-up little lady now. And she's doing a bit of drama, and she loves art. So I got her some paintbrushes and a colour wheel and a kneadable rubber, and she was most excited about that. And her mum and dad got her a new laptop so she can, use the pen and do some drawing on the laptop. So how good is that? She had a good birthday, and it was about time. We were all, I think nearly everybody had a little tear in their eye when we saw each other and they gave each other a hug. It's been a very, very long road in Melbourne. Very long and hard. No, I know we're not the only people in the world, but we have had it for a very long time, and harsh lockdowns. So I think it also hasn't been good for my sister's husband. His mother had died a couple of years ago, and her husband was there, and he's been on his own. And so lockdown, I gave him a hug, he nearly cried. Just too difficult for him, I think. Just being on his own, it's horrible. But anyway, probably can stop talking about lockdown now because we're out. Okay, here we go. So I'll show you the material I got. I feel like I've got a great big gap in the middle of this. Let me see if I can work that out. So here it is. Oriental linen, $5 for a whole metre. And look at it, isn't it beautiful? It's got these herons and blossoms and butterflies, and my favourite yellow and purple and a bit of orange. So I love these colours, but it just, see, it's a linen. It gets a nice scraggly edge, which is good. And it's got a bit of colour on the edge. That'll be fun to use too. So how exciting was that? That was a bargain. Found this. I think this was what I wanted, these sorts of colours to blend in. Rightio. Now, which way up is it going to go? It's going to go up this way. This colour is a bit different to this one, just, it's hardly noticeable. So let's do some more down here. The only thing, of course, as everybody knows, when you come out of lockdown and people start going back to work and start going back to the shop and everything, is that it's just too crowded. It's just very crowded. And yesterday, because Lily had to drive me out to my sister's, she wasn't going to be going because her cat was at the vet, but we just told them we'd be a bit late. And we sorted the cat out and then went to my sister's. And as we were driving, we were just noticing that it was just too many people on the road. It was too crowded and they should go away. That's what we thought. Too many people. Lily's like me. We like our private little times. Right, so this very fine silk is getting frayed onto my thread. Right. Let's fill this up a bit. And then have a look. Anyway, it was good to see Mum. I hadn't seen my mum for a while. I think she was a bit happy about that. It was good to see my brother and his wife. Oh, I should have bought his wife. They both love Japan. My brother and his wife love Japan, and they're always going over there, but they haven't been able to go for ages because of lockdown. And they're just now organising, and hopefully they're here for Christmas, but they're just organising a trip to Japan and waiting to make sure and see who the new, I think there must be elections or something there, so they're just waiting for that to be sorted. Anyway, there's a way of making a plant where you get the base of the plant and you put it in a sort of a mossy ball and tie it with twine, and apparently it's a Japanese method called something. I can't remember. Brown like a sieve. Anyway, it's beautiful. So she had one of those to give me, and it was a little fern coming out of this beautiful ball of, it looks like moss tied up with twine. Gorgeous. That's sitting on my kitchen table. It's lovely, absolutely gorgeous. I can insert a photo because I took a photo, so I'll do that now. So isn't that beautiful? Right, this is getting very dense down here. How's that? I like this pink. I kind of like maybe a bit more of that. Just grows and goes through changes. Let's put some down here. I like that purple one, but I just feel it's a little bit obvious. It's just sitting there on its own a little bit. Let's just join it in with the others a bit by doing some overlapping. So they become a bit more cohesive with each other. That's better. Filling up. Right, one more that brings, so it anchors it down a bit. Right, let's look at that. I could probably do a bit more. And I think I will just, Huss is coming to pick me up. So he's finished work, so we're going to go and do something because it's really beautiful outside, and I might come back to that. Okay, I've been off and I've had a little rest, and it's actually the next day. And let's have a look. Come back to it fresh. It's quite funny when you're actually working on it and you're densely involved in it, how when you come back the next day and look at it, it's like, oh my goodness, I just was so involved in it, and I thought I had to keep putting more and more and more in. Now I'm looking at it thinking, I don't think it needs any more, just maybe one or two, if anything, not even. Just fill up a bit of this. I think I like having some of the negative space in it. I think I'm just going to enjoy this for the simple beauty that it is. I didn't even came back the next day and hardly did anything. Oh well, here we go. So there it is. Tag 44. Oh, it's nearly over, isn't it? Oh, we're gonna miss it. Okay, everyone, have a great day. I'm off to have morning tea with my friend at a cafe, and it's beautiful. Sunny, going to be 25 degrees, I think, today. Gorgeous. Oh, lots of love and hugs, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.